Welcome back to Cards and Comics. I got another 90s box opening today. We're going back to 1995. We got Fleer. Now this set is really interesting. There's a lot of stuff going on. And this is like in the time period when inserts really hadn't been figured out. And it was really before game use and autos really took over. Even in the late 90s, we had more game use and autos. So this is at the time period where inserts were kind of just really taking off. This is a 600 card base set. All in one series. So even hitting the Griffey is going to be tough. Just the base card. And then they went kind of nuts and they said, well, every division in baseball will have its own unique design. So there's 6 different designs for the 6 different divisions in baseball at the time. Every 72 packs, you get a hot pack. It contains only inserts. There is multiple insert sets in here. I was going to see if they actually showed you what some of them are. Yeah. On the side here, you can see some of the base designs. It is a crazy product. Oh yeah, here we go. There is lumber companies, which are only in retail packs. You got All-Stars, which have All-Stars on both sides, League Leader cards, Major League Prospect. The very, very popular Provision cards, the 1 of 200 pack exchange set, and award winners and on and on. So there's a lot of inserts, a lot of cool stuff in here. In terms of just like nostalgia coolness, value-wise, there is very, very little high-dollar cards in here, if at all. The hardest to get insert set besides the Rookie Exchange card was 1 in 24. So, again, before they figured out that you needed to maybe have a few insert sets that were 1 in every few boxes, or have them numbered, or something more than just 1 per box type chase. So, again, this is sort of a base product. They didn't think, about spending a lot of money on the inserts back in this time period, which they would have done probably in later years. But at this time period, it was not. They looked at the base cards as being a big deal, and you can tell these are going to be really sticky. So we're going to do the same pattern we did with 94. Score rookie traded, so hopefully that video will be out before this video. We're going to open packs all at once, and we'll go through each of these. Oh, that one wasn't too bad. Then we'll go through a fourth of the box at a time, and I will be setting aside Frank Thomas, Griffey, or Jeter. Even base cards, because by gosh, these base cards will be hard to hit. Trying to get, 600 card base set, man, that is tough. Now there's checklists. I think maybe a few subsets in here, but in general, it's all about trying to hit one of those cool insert. Maybe like a Provision of somebody cool. I forget what these Provisions look like. I don't think they were that great compared to maybe like Diamond Kings and stuff. I mean, I think people have a soft spot for Provision for sure. But I mean, they're not classic works of art like later. I mean, even like Topps Gallery with the Peter Max cards were cooler than I think the Provision. But I know some people love them, so I'm not going to bag too much. It's just I know some of them are kind of cheesy when I as a kid. As an adult, maybe I like them a lot better. But they were not my cup of tea as a kid. I remember seeing them and thinking like, Diamond Kings actually looked cooler to me at the time. Well, we'll see what we got here. I don't know if the inserts are all on the back. I haven't really been paying attention. I think I saw one insert right there, though. So if the inserts are on the back, then we kind of know what we got. But some inserts, like I think the All-Stars are like 1 in 3 packs. So yeah, I mean, some of these are pretty easy to get. compared to, again, other years where you had some pretty tough inserts to try to hit. So here we go. First up, here we go. Just grabbed a whole bunch. And you can see there's going to be 6 different designs. And they're really busy. They get a little gold on them right here. But yeah, these designs. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah. I mean, some of them like have some visual appeal to them. But they're so busy. Like, I mean, they're so complicated and busy that, you know, just a lot of stuff going on. I mean, you got tons of photos and set, you know, I mean, it's just not what I would have wanted, even back then. Just not. And then it's hard to even find the name of the player. You're just like, okay, there's Derek Bell. And then, you know, I think the thing that's crazy is that there is no parallel, so it's just very interesting. Now this is a retail box. I thought this was a hobby box, but it appears to be a retail box because I just saw an insert that was retail only. So that is very cool. I did not know that. Now here we go, guys. Right off the bat, we hit. This is cool, man. This is a lumber company. 1 per box, retail hit only. Frank Thomas, and that's a pretty cool card. I'm not going to lie. That is probably my favorite insert set in this whole product. I know, again, a lot of people will say Provision's their favorite, but not mine. This is definitely my favorite insert set from this product. And I didn't even realize I was opening retail. I thought this was a hobby box. And so therefore, I thought we would not hit a lumber company. But we did, and we got one of the 3 dudes I love to collect, which is Frank Thomas. I've been on a really big Frank Thomas tear recently, too. I had a video where I bought some cards on COMC of Thomas. I'm going to have a pretty huge Frank Thomas mail day coming up soon. I alluded to it a little bit in some of my other videos. So yeah, I got Frank Thomas coming up with some just super rare cards. And just getting more cards graded of Frank Thomas compared to Griffey. So yeah, I've been on a big Frank Thomas kick lately, and that's cool to hit a card like that because I actually don't own that card. That was one of the cards I would have liked to got graded PSA 10. Because again, I know it's a pretty tough card, and design-wise, to me, it's nice. They did a good job on that design. All right, here is an award winner. And we've got David Cohn. There you go. We'll see how many we get of each of these cards at the end. But again, they range from 1 in 3 to 1 in 9 to 1 in 24 packs. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I can't even tell if it's the front or the back of the card just by the design. So yeah, just a tough set to go through visually. I can't imagine how fun this was to collate back in the day. For people trying to like find the names, and because they're in different spots all on every design. I'm sure this was a sorting nightmare for people putting these sets together back in the day. There's the Brian Harvey's like right there. It's here. It changes depending on design. Here, no, I thought this could have been Griffey, but it is Eric Anthony, Artie, Kevin Bass. Another insert. Here we go. League leader, Jimmy Key. There we go. That's the back. So our third insert already. And we have not. But again, some of these. Oh, there's Deion Sanders again, who is pretty hot right now. I just threw him out there just to say it's a cool base card so far. flippy. Everything's flipped around. Okay. Just making sure everything. There's John Smoltz. All right, here is All-Star. And again, they could have, if this was, I know they hadn't got to it yet, the Dufax or something foily, but this would have been a perfect opportunity to use foily goodness on this card. David Justice and Kirby Puckett. That would have been a cool use of foil, but it was not meant to be. Is this Wade Boggs? Yep, Wade Boggs. All right, there's our Juan Gonzalez, MVP. Juan Gonzalez. Pirate pitcher Dewey. I don't remember that guy. Is this Frank Thomas? Yeah, it is. We did pull our second Frank Thomas, and this is the base card. So we are definitely doing well on the Frank Thomas hunt. Another All-Star, and here is a Griffey Jr. card. So we will pause for a second to sleeve up Mr. Griffey. I always keep the Griffeys, Thomases, and Jeters from any of these breaks. I have two piles of cards. I have, and I don't know, it's like I'm always, trying to figure out what I want to do with the Griffeys and Thomases, because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to document what cards I pulled out of box breaks. But, some cards have gotten graded. Some cards are part of the PC, and they moved over into the PC section. But some of the rest of them are in, just in boxes by break, as I was opening them. And so I want to do a recap video one day where I show all my hits from all the boxes I've opened. But then I got to go back and find all of the cards I've graded or put into other collections. So that's why I almost like want to keep them all together in the box breaks boxes. But so I don't have to go find them all again. But there we go. Back to back inserts. Oh, is this going to be a pack of all inserts? Whoa, 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 whoa. We got one of those packs with all inserts in it. So, all right, so we'll slow roll this. Here is Tony Gwynn, the league leader. Cool card. Next up is the Kenny Lofton All-Star with Moses Alou. And then this would have been just a massive cool hit. Rookie exchange set. So this is 1 in 200 packs. That is pretty cool. I'm gonna keep it just because this was a 1 in 200 pack hit, guys. I mean, this was something you could have got 9, redeemed it for a 9 card. Yeah, 95 all rookie set. I think it's 9 cards. Yeah, 9 different Major League rookie players. So, yeah, I mean, I think that's a really cool, in my 94 score rookie trade, I hit the A-Rod rookie call-up card, which was 1 in 240 packs. So it's really weird to hit both rookie exchange cards and both products that I just opened. And then I got a hot pack. And I'm going to slow roll it a little bit. And here is a Lumber Company card. Wow. Insane. Because, again, these were retail only. So I got the Jose Canseco. I'm going to put that in a sleeve. I like these cards. These are nice looking cards. Wow. This has turned out to be a really cool break. I mean, another one. I mean, this is crazy, and it's just getting crazier. It's just, for a 95 flare opening, this is as crazy as it probably can get. Here's Joe Carter. To see all these, to hit the hot pack, to get the rookie exchange in the hot pack. I mean, that is wild. And then to hit this card. I mean, I know it's not uber expensive. There's the Ken Griffey Jr. Lumber Company. So if you think how crazy this is, these are 1 per box. So I've not only hit the Griffey Lumber Exchange card, or Lumber Company, sorry, Lumber Company. I got exchange in my brain. The Lumber Company card. But I hit the Frank Thomas. You're supposed to get 1 per box. And I hit both the Griffey and the Thomas in 1 box, along with the 1 in 200 card exchange, rookie exchange card. So just to recap, and we haven't even gotten through that whole pack yet, but there you go. That's the Griffey and the Thomas, and these are 1 per box. And then I also had the Griffey All-Star and the Thomas Space and the rookie exchange. So I would say this is probably a God box for 95 Fleer. like this is, you probably can't open a better box than 95 Fleer than we've already had. I'm going to take a drink because I'm kind of perplexed. All right. We got more inserts here because we got a whole pack of inserts that we haven't even gone through yet. Not every one of them is going to be amazing. So here's Orlando Miller prospect card, Wilson Alvarez, and Rod Beck All-Star. Another league leader, and Matt Williams. So there you go. Our first Provision, and that's a pretty good one. This is Mike Messina. Maybe I just didn't remember the set as fondly as I should have, but that's a cool card, Mike Messina. All-Star Cal Ripken, that's a cool card, with Ozzie Smith. I think that, could you imagine them doing a retro set like this and having this be a co-signer card with both of those guys on it? That would be amazing. And here's James Baldwin. Prospect cards. I actually remember putting this card back because he was kind of a prospect. And I thought for a minute he played for the Pirates for a second. I'm not sure. It could have happened. I could just not be remembering that properly. But wow. That makes me incredibly happy to hit those 2 Lumber Company cards of Frank Thomas and King Griffey Jr. in 1 box. Here is another All-Star. I think the All-Stars are definitely 1 of 3 packs. That was Bichette and Paul O'Neill. Sorry, I didn't show both sides. I'm just kind of flabbergasted by what I've seen so far. That was pretty insane to hit all that in 1 box so far. Here's another All-Star card, and it's Barry Bonds and Joe Carter. There you go. Again, I do feel like I know I talked a little bit about retro and like you don't need to do retro all the time, but man, like if they ever brought back a Fleer retro set again and did these as co-signer cards, and because all these guys are still alive and you could do it and just do the same design or same cards and just do them as a co-signer and do the pro signs as an autograph set. Obviously on card would be amazing, but you know, whatever. That would be cool. That I would go for that. I would love to get some of these guys on a dual sign card like that. That would be pretty darn cool. All right. This was, it's so hard to read people's names. Here's another insert, another prospect card. And these, I think, had a pretty good design. Pretty simple, but foily down here at the bottom. And the back kind of has a cool looking big photo. Charles Johnson was a really good catcher for a long time. So yeah, this is good value. I mean, I don't pay a lot for this box, honestly. And you again see 95 Fleer in the junk wax boxes when you go to flea markets for sure. Because again, if you look out and get the retail box, which will have the lumber companies, which is probably better value. But Rod Beck again, and Randy Johnson. Sorry, John Hudick. You know, it's so weird when you run into players. I don't remember John Hudick at all. Like, seriously, and he's on an all-star card with Randy Johnson? Like, who's John Hudick? Like, seriously. I'm going to go Google that dude now. Like, I have no clue who that guy is. It'd be cool to hit the Griffey base card. That will be fun. But there's Doug Drabeck. Kills me to see him as a Mike Messina All-Star card. He didn't have too many great years with Houston, but I think his first and second years were pretty good. So, but then right after that, he definitely took a turn for the worse. And there's Ken Hill and David Cohn. And then he kind of fell off. All right. So that was the first quarter of the box. Pretty eventful. Pretty eventful first quarter of a box. That is insane. Like, I'm going to try to speed it up, guys. Hitting that hot pack and, having that much coolness coming out of the one quarter of the box is just hard for me to fathom. So, I mean, this is, I don't know how you can make a better 95 Fleer box, honestly. And the fact that there's a hot pack like that in every other box, pretty much. But, like, I would have thought they would have put a rookie exchange, the 1 in 200 hit, and 3 box hits in one of those hot packs. I mean, that's tremendous. I thought it was going to be full of, like, all-star cards and pro signs, like just the cheapy, easy to get inserts. And who's going to complain? You hit a bunch of inserts, right? No one's going to be like, my hot pack only had 4 pro signs on it. It didn't have the rookie exchange card. No, everyone back then, because remember, inserts were new. They would have been like, yeah, those all-star cards are awesome. My pack had 8 of them, and I am super happy because I had a whole pack, all 15 cards, right? 12 cards were inserts, 12 inserts in one pack. And everyone would have been like, yeah, that was cool. You are a lucky boy. You got 12 all-star cards in one pack. All right, starting off right now with another Major League prospect, Ray Durham, who was very good for a lot of years. Again, I'm just going to go through this quick. These actually, they really remind me of circuit cards later on, and the circuit rave cards and all that stuff. That's what it really reminds me of. This set really reminds me of circuit. And there's another Brave On. So the second time we pulled that card. So again, looking for the base Griffey, or maybe another Thomas. Who knows? But definitely looking for a few of the guys I collect. And there is the old Ripken Ozzie Smith card again. Second one of those we've hit. So you can see some of these inserts are definitely super duper easy to hit, as we've already gotten doubles on the inserts, which is hard to do. I mean, to hit multiple doubles. I mean, we've hit quite a few doubles. All right, there is Mario Duncan and Roberto Alomar. So there you go. It's kind of cool also to see who these all-star guys were. You kind of forget who the all-star guys were every year. Just like I forgot who the heck John Hudek was. Like, who? I'm still confused on who that guy was. Another Lumber Company card. I don't know what's going on, guys. Again, maybe these are 1 in 12. Maybe they were 1 in 12. I thought these were 1 per pack, 1 per box. But we're going to have the whole damn set before we're done. That is cool. All right. No Griffey there that I've seen. Hopefully, I haven't missed the Griffey. All right, here we go. Here's something. This is Tim Salmon, so it is a pro sign. Again, I think we should get probably 4 of these. I think they're 1 in 9. So we've hit Messina, and now we've hit Tim Salmon. All right. The third one of these we've hit. So that's interesting that we've hit multiple all-star inserts already. Still trying to find the Griffey base card. I mean, again, there's a 600 card base art for this stuff. 600 card base for this, and then another Matt Williams. Let's see who all-star card. And let's see who on the other side is. Matt Williams and Wade Boggs. Now the team leader cards are that gold Foley card. They are the coolest designed insert in this whole product. The Lumber Company are my favorite because it's such a clean design, but the team leaders is probably the best looking. I was gonna just pick one to look, you know, which one looks the best. I would say team leaders might be the best designed in terms of just you know, or fancy. I say the fanciest looking card that was produced for this product. Again, the Lumber Company cards to me just look really clean and cool, so I really like them. And as a kid, you know, I actually didn't see a lot of them. I had a lot of team leader cards from the hobby shops I would go to, and you know, they weren't worth a ton of money. So I saw those cards a lot, but I didn't see a lot of the retail inserts. So to me, those were always harder to get. And so yeah, I just kind of thought they were cooler when I saw them in the wild compared to those team leaders, which seemed to be a little easier to find. All right. So this is trying to get through the box. We are 3/4 of the way now after this. Again, these are 36-pack boxes, guys, so that's the problem with even doing it fast like this. It's just a lot of packs to go through. And unfortunately with this set, or fortunately, I guess, depends on how you look at it, there's a lot of inserts in this set. You just can't blow through looking for your 2 or 3 per box hits. There is literally 30, 40 inserts. It appears in this box. We'll count them at the end. But we just hit another pro sign. Now let's see what the back is. And now we've got Greg Maddux, which is a cool one. You got the Cy Young award in the back. It's just a cool one. So, again, I've not found the Griffey base, but we're blowing through here pretty fast. And, I mean, it's not going to be a big deal if I don't find it, just because if I really wanted it, I could really get it. And then this is a really cool card. I'm going to put this in a sleeve. The Derek Jeter prospect card. And again, being a foily card, they aren't always the easiest to grade. So I am going to put this in a holder. Just because I don't think I actually own this card. And I think most people won't be shocked, you know, that, you know, 95 Fleer isn't, you know, the most collected set out there. But you got to give them an A for effort. They were trying. I think they hadn't, you know, obviously hadn't figured out truly how to make insert sets that people would, you know, just super collect or super value, because they didn't make them rare enough. But they fixed that later years, and they created parallels in later years like Tiffany's, and so they figured it out at some point. But in '95, it was still like you know, they were still figuring out how to do this. So this is Reggie Jefferson, Mariner, but not the one we're after. Marquise Grissom, Albert Bell. Albert Bell was very, very, very good. And Mark Grace. All right. And go to this next pile here. All right. Yeah, and it's not uncommon at this time to not have actual rookies in the rookie set. Here is Raul Mondesi, Provision. So our third Provision in the box, and we said we should get 4. And we hit one in the super pack, or the all insert pack, so that might mean we get an extra one. Here is a second James Baldwin. So again, duplication on that insert, and that's not uncommon as well. We've hit multiples of the All-Star cards already. Again, when they're 1 per 3 packs, you get 12 of them in a box. Pat Hinken and Danny Jackson. Again, you forget about a player like Danny Jackson being an all-star and a good player. Same way for Pat Hinken. Jim McKee, Pat Hinken. The Blue Jays had a lot of good players. I mean, they truly... Dennis Martinez. I mean, they had lots and lots and lots of good players. Vlad Guerrero, Pedro Martinez. Sorry, that's Expo. So I'm getting the two teams confused. Sorry. But yeah, a lot of good players. Oh, there's an award winner, Jeff Bagwell, from both Montreal and Toronto teams in the 90s. 2 Pirates in a row. I don't know. Just kind of weird. Sorry, I get sidetracked on these cards a little bit. Here is a Ken Hill and Greg Maddox league leader cards, a combo for victories. All right, that will do it for that third of the box. So it's definitely getting less exciting. We haven't hit as many cool cards as we did in that first quarter of the box. And now we're down to the last quarter, 25%. This has been a lot of fun. And that's what I will say about some of the Junk Wax Air cards, is that they're a lot of fun. You know, this did not cost an arm and a leg. I would say this was definitely around a $50 box. I bought 3 boxes all at once, and I think I paid $150 for 3 different boxes. So cost average was about $150 a box. And you know, compared to what a modern box of cards would cost, I mean, like for example, I really want to open a box of Cosmic Chrome, but then I look at how much that product costs. I mean, $500-$600 a box, you know, and this is $50 a box, and I get a lot of entertainment out of these $50 boxes for sure. Now, obviously, when I go to those, you know, Chrome and Finest products, Bowman's Best products later in the decade, chances of hitting something massive is way higher, but you'll notice those products don't have tons of hits. For example, Topps Chrome, you may just hit 2 or 3, you know, inserts or refractors in the whole box. In fact, I opened the whole 95 Finest box and got nothing. No refractors in the whole box. So again, you know, here it's kind of like you kind of get a lot of cheap inserts and not a lot of money. And Mike Messina Pro Signs Provision duplicate, which is kind of funny. Par for the course for the 90s, right? Tons of doubles. Like Collation was not on anyone's radar. Like, why does anyone care about Collation? You know, because no one really did. Gary Anderson, so that's pretty cool. I mean, not again, a very expensive set, but still I think it's cool. And it's relative. It's relatively cool compared to some cards in the set, which are just kind of ugly, honestly. I think the All-Star cards, again, I would love to see Group Bucket League Leader, like those turn into like a co-signer card. Here's cool 90s coolness. 2 cards in a row of the same guy. That's the 90s in a nutshell in terms of collation. Just tons of same card in the pack, right next to each other. Are we going to get any more surprises? I'm not sure if we're going to get any more surprises in this box. It's hard to get more than we've already have. Again, probably the last pro sign we get, the Jeff Bagwell. Or Provision. I keep saying Pro 6. Provision. Just, you know. Should stop doing these breaks at midnight. My brain doesn't work as well. It doesn't appear. Still have not seen the Griffey base. We hit the Thomas base. No Griffey. Here is another all-star card. Greg Jeffries and Frank Thomas. Hey, look at that. Goes in the Frank pile. I'll put a sleeve on it here in a little bit. But yeah. Again, a little stickiness, so it is slowing me down a little bit on getting through this whole box. Sorry about that. Here is the catcher. So this should be Mike Piazza and Ivan. Yep. That would be a cool dual auto for sure. Like, that would be amazing. Again, ideas for the next retro set, guys. Come on. Provision autographs. All-star double-sided autographs. You got it, guys. Oh, my gosh. Come on, Fleer. Come on, Fleer. Third Provision Mike Messina. Come on, man. Come on. Not cool, guys. Not cool. And I like Mike Messina. I actually have a small little PC of the guy, but I would like some other players from that set. If you don't mind, Flair, please. Here is a third James Baldwin to go with our 3 Mike Messina provisions. That should do it. We did it, guys. A full box of 95 Flair. It's compared to the 1 per pack stuff we see today, or the one, 12 packs, type stuff. This was a lot. This is work. Could you imagine box breakers opening like 50 boxes of this stuff? My gosh, I would actually feel sorry for those guys. All right, that's what we got. So we'll go through the actual inserts and see what we got here. And sort them out. All right, so here is Major League Prospects, Provish, All-Stars. So those are the most common. All right, All-Star, Provish, League Leader. Then we get that one. The award winner. All right. Yeah, this is definitely a lot of inserts. Again, we did hit that one really cool super pack or hot pack. All right, that's just a DL Tender Space card. I just set her out there to show you what that card looked like. All right. Then we also have the Coolio cards over here of players I love. And so we'll throw this here, throw this here, throw this here. It's a base card. That's the exchange card. And then here is prospects. So start here with prospect cards. We've got Derek Jeter, by far the best one of those. And then we get all the James Baldwins together. We'll go through here. We've got Orlando Miller, Charles Johnson, Ray Durham, Gary Anderson, and 3 James Baldwins for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 of those. So 1 in every 4 packs, something like that. All right, all stars. So theoretically, we should have 12 of these. We have more because of that super pack. There's the Griffey. Pretty cool. We also got the Frank, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 1 in every 2 packs on the All-Stars Provish. We thought we would get 4 of these. These are 1 in 9. There's 1, 2, 3 Mike Messinas, a Bagwell, 2 Bagwells, I believe 2 Bagwells. No, that's not a Bagwell. It's Tim Salmon, a Bagwell, a Maddox, and a Mondesi. So, get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these. Some came in the super pack, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 6. So we got almost all of the we almost got the full set. Missing one. Here we go. On the league leaders, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So something like 1 in 9 packs there. These were 1 in 12 packs, I think was where the ratio was. Fleer award winners, David Cohn and Jeff Bagwell. And here was the really cool surprise, because not realize that we had a retail box, but here is the Lumber Company, Frank Thomas, Ken Griffey Jr., and then we also had the Canseco, the Joe Carter, and the Kevin Mitchell. So we got 5 of those. And again, I think this is either, I thought it was 1 per box. Could have been 1 every 12. But still, a lot of those came in that super pack. And then we got the Rookie Exchange, which was also in that Hot Pack super pack. Again, this is 1 in 200 packs. So pretty impressive. And the highlight for me was these 2 cards here. Obviously. And then I think this card right here is a really cool card too. This Jeter prospect. So again, those 3 cards were a big highlight for me. So there it is, guys. Let me know what you think. I know it was a long video. Hopefully you made it to the end. It's definitely, these products are a little bit more taxing to open than some of the other stuff I open, but it's a lot of fun. Let me know what you think on the comments. What was your favorite card? Do you remember opening these packs? Do you think this was a cool set back in the day? Do you think Pro Visions are cool, or are they crap? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you next time on Cards and Comics. Bye.